Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. We're going to be talking about Teen Mom star Ryan Edwards today as he made his way over to the courthouse to file some paperwork in regards to his divorce to Mackenzie and their children. He filed documents basically saying, hey, I'm no longer like filming for Teen Mom. I'm not making the money that I was once making. So can you guys please lower my child support? And this is kind of going along with what other people are saying about the show. A lot of people have wondered, is the show going to be canceled? Has it been canceled? There's been a lot of people coming out saying, hey, like we think we're done. Amber Portwood just said it whenever I had her on TikTok the other night. It was really weird because she actually said that the show was canceled. She was like, I don't lie, I don't lie. And then at the end of my live, when I was like, so the show's canceled, she's like, well, actually, I can't say the show's canceled. So I don't know. Either way, we're going to go over it because he has filed to have his child support lowered. We're going to read an article from the Sun. All right, so we're going to read this article from the Sun where it talks about this about the difference in his income now that he's no longer filming for the show and how he feels that he should not have to pay what he was ordered to pay back in February. Okay. So it says Teen Mom's Ryan Edwards claims show is canceled in divorce docs as he begs to pay less child support to his ex Mackenzie. Plus, Ryan's massive MTV salary revealed, which we already kind of know what that is because it was revealed a while back. Y'all, look how freaking cute those kids are. All right. So it says Ryan, who is 37, Mackenzie, who is 28, have been fighting in court over their divorce since she filed to end their marriage of 6 years in February 2023. The Sun can exclusively reveal that Ryan is demanding that the court adjust their child support agreement as he claims he is no longer employed by MTV. The motion to modify temporary child support reads, this court entered an order setting temporary child support on or about February 11th, 2025. Said order was based upon defendant's income at the time, which was $13,333 per month, which included his earnings from his appearances on a certain TV series. Ryan continued of his involvement on Teen Mom, the next chapter. Defendant is no longer earning income through that series through no fault of his own. So this makes me wonder, does Ryan know for sure that the show is done? Or has it just been a few months? So he's like, you know what? We haven't filmed in a few months. So let me go modify my child support. And then if they do start filming again, will Mackenzie have to go and request to have it modified again? This seemingly confirms rumors that the show has been canceled. Does it confirm? I don't know if it confirms it because from my understanding in Louisiana, if your income has been changed for more than either 3 or 6 months, you can go and ask for modification, right? So, because they haven't filmed in several months, even if he is unsure if it's canceled, he can go ask for the modification and he would qualify for it because he has not filmed in several months. However, if it is canceled, then whatever. Lower his child support, he's not gonna be making that much money anymore. But if it's not canceled and they lower the child support, and then in 3 or 4 months, he starts filming again, Mackenzie can always go back and refile. No, so they don't do taxes, Lulu. So MTV doesn't withhold taxes. He has to do that. But yeah, he has to pay, he pays like, I wanna say it was like $200 to Bentley, I wanna say. But yeah, that's what he brings home from, the show because they don't hold out taxes. Is he gonna move out of that big house? I doubt it. I doubt it. Here's the thing. That big house is in his parents' name, so at the end of the day, if he can't pay that bill, they will probably pay it, so it doesn't affect their credit. Okay, so it says, he then revealed his only current income is through his full-time employment at a truck and trailer repair shop where he makes $27 an hour. The court papers continued. Defendant is unable to continue to pay support in accordance with the October 2024 order and requests that this court enter an order modifying support until a final hearing in this matter. Hopefully he pays his taxes. Y'all know some of them don't. But I know, like, even with me, with the jobs that I do, they don't hold out taxes. So I just send some in. I don't have to send it in every month. I pay it every 3 months. And it's not like a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the CPA will tell us like they'll figure out based off last year. And then I send in what they tell me I need to send in. But he makes more than I do, so it's gonna be more than I send in. Ryan claims he now makes $4,282 a month and sees Jacker and Stella just 26 days out of the year. He believes Mackenzie's income is $4,166. The children are with her 339 days out of the year. Ryan's admissions about the show's future comes after Brianna DeJesus' sister, Brittany, who appeared on the series as well, announced the show's cancellation in a now deleted comment. So this is what Brittany has said. Someone commented on Brittany's video and said, "You broke, but I bet if you needed it, Brianna would come through with her MTV money." Brianna's sister, Brittany, said, "I ain't broke no more because I ended up getting my money, and my sister doesn't give me money. MTV gives me my money, LOL. But the show is canceled, so bye-bye to those checks, LMAO." All right, let's jump back over to the Sun. Teen Mom: The Next Chapter recently concluded its second season on MTV, with cast members speculating that this might mark the end of the franchise. The show originally debuted in 2009 as a spinoff to the hit series 16 and Pregnant. The show then had spinoffs Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom 3, and Teen Mom OG. Teen Mom 3 was canceled after one season as Brianna DeJesus and Mackenzie McKee later joined Teen Mom 2. The network then consolidated Teen Mom 2 and Teen Mom OG to Teen Mom: The Next Chapter. The franchise also produced Teen Mom Family Reunion, Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. The Sun previously reported MTV's executives have allegedly been aware of when the long-running series would eventually come to a close. The insider tells The Sun show executives always planned for the show to end when the original kids turned 16. But I'm like, how do they know that it would even last that long? I guess, they thought, well, if it's a hit, we'll run it until they're 16. This has been told to the cast for years, but who knows what the network will ultimately decide. But two sources don't believe the franchise is done for good. One Teen Mom source says it has not been canceled. Everyone is still on filming break. That insider added that while the cast is on break, they have not yet told when filming will resume. Meanwhile, another source close to production simply said it was false that the show was canceled. That insider said the production has been waiting for the green light from MTV on a new season, but there's been no official cancellations at this time. Mackenzie and Ryan have been at war over child support for the two children. In October, Mackenzie requested child support from Ryan, claiming he refused to pay. In court papers obtained by The Sun, Ryan filed financial information ahead of a hearing and listed his monthly income as $16,010. In Mackenzie's child support petition, she stated that Ryan is employed and has income from MTV's Teen Mom. Because mother has physical custody of the party's two children and father is gainfully employed, the court should order child support to be paid by the father to the mother during the pendency of this case, and at the final hearing, said child support obligation be made permanent, court papers read. Mackenzie asked the court to set current child support and retroactive child support back to the date of separation. In the court filing, Ryan was asked to provide each and every checking account maintained by him in the last 3 years. One checking account in his sole name had a balance of $2,200 as of September 2024. In another account, there was a balance of just $57.47 as of September 2024. When asked to disclose saving accounts and retirement plans, Ryan responded none. In regards to debt, Ryan listed Capital One credit cards totaling $18,000. Ryan was ordered to pay temporary child support in the amount of $1,553 per month for their two children back in February. His first payment was in March. So he's paid March, April, May, June, maybe July. So he's maybe made 5 payments. Mackenzie filed for divorce in February 2023 after accusing him of abuse. She then filed an order of protection March 2023. Amanda, there actually was one documented. I don't know why it's not mentioned it here, but when this first came out, it said that Ryan had a bank account with his mom, that him and his mom was on an account together. Forensic accountant and a better lawyer. What has he done? Either all his money. Well, that's why when everybody's like, Mackenzie went for him for his money, I'm like, he was in active addiction and had been for years, so he probably didn't have any. That's why they lived in his mom's property for a while. They lived, in his mom's house for a while that she had gotten through like an inheritance. When Mackenzie got with him, they didn't even share the same bank account for a while. When you are with someone that's in active addiction to the point that Ryan was, especially doing what he's doing, like I doubt they have a lot of money. All right, so Mackenzie filed for divorce February 2023 after accusing him of abuse. She then filed an order of protection March 2023. The order asked Ryan to have no contact and stay away from her. Mackenzie requested that she be granted temporary custody of her children and asked Ryan to pay child support and spousal support. Mackenzie also asked Ryan join a counseling and substance abuse program at the time of the filing. Ryan told the Sun at the time of the abuse allegations, I don't speak for her. I never wanted to hurt her. Just tried telling her I would have loved to work on it because I still at the time wanted to. The order of protection was dropped at a July 14, 2023 court hearing to allow Ryan to speak with the children through her. He began dating now fiancee Amanda Connor after meeting at rehab in the summer of 2023. Mackenzie and Ryan's divorce was dismissed February 2024 because there was no filings for 270 days. Ryan then filed a new complaint for divorce March 6, 2024, citing irreconcilable differences. Ryan requested split custody of their children in court papers obtained by the Sun. The MTV star requested that he be designated primary residential parent and that child support be assigned to him from Mackenzie's income. I couldn't even believe that he requested to be the domicile parent and ask for child support because I'm like, listen, people can hate Mackenzie if they want to. They can love Ryan all day, but it doesn't change like their history. The fact that she has had gainful employment, she has never lost custody, she has never been arrested. Meanwhile, she has never dealt with a substance abuse problem. Like, meanwhile, he has, and he has struggled for several years. And he had another child that he was not very active in his life, and he didn't even get him. Like, he had supervised visits with Bentley. So it's like, and you're at that. I remember when that was filed, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Mackenzie never responded to the filing, and the case was consolidated with the original divorce. Ryan has been sober for 2 years after a relapse and legal trouble. He was sentenced to nearly 1 year in Silverdale Detention Center in April 2023 after Ryan was arrested for drinking under the influence, harassment, and drug possession charges. He was released from prison July 2023 and entered into Cada's rehab in Chattanooga to complete a 28-day program. After completing the program, he was ordered to the Oasis halfway house located on the same property as Cada's. During a court hearing August 2023, Ryan was then arrested December 2023 for not following the terms of his probation. He was released weeks later and has stayed out of trouble since. Ryan's storyline on Teen Mom The Next Chapter focuses on his relationship with his 16-year-old son Bentley and his ex-fiancée Macy Bookout. Ryan and Amanda welcomed their daughter Paisley in February. A judge ruled Amanda is allowed to attend visitation at Ryan's mother Jen's home with Jagger and Stella. Okay, we're gonna hop over to the article that the Ashley put up just because it's got a little bit more information that I thought was interesting, I think. MTV has yet to confirm the series has been canceled. This was why. The Ashley has good sources within like Teen Mom production, like MTV production. So she says the Ashley sources have also been kept in the dark about the future of the show. As for the seemingly never ending saga of Ryan and Mackenzie's divorce, the exes are due back in court in mid August for the next hearing. I am curious how that will play out. So there's still not like 100% confirmation that the show is canceled. I know that, even Amber, when I had her on, I was like, so is the show canceled? And she's like, it's canceled. I'm not lying. I tried to tell y'all. But then at the end of my live, I was like, so it's canceled. She's like, well, I didn't say it was canceled. So we don't know for sure. And I'm going to repeat this, but I will say I don't know. I don't know if the show is canceled. Is it a possibility? Sure. Is it a possibility that it's not? Sure. I wish they would just go ahead and let us know. Like, if they know for sure, can y'all just make the announcement already? Stop letting us just wonder. But Caitlin said on a live that the show was not canceled. that Paramount was in the middle of a lawsuit with Trump. They were going to sell out. Um, Paramount is who owns the show, right? Who streams the show, whatever, and that they were going to sell but they couldn't until this lawsuit was settled. Right. MTV has not said if the show is canceled, but Paramount was in the middle of this lawsuit. They could not sell until the lawsuit was settled. However, it was settled a few days ago. It was settled. Paramount has to pay President Trump like $16 million due to an edit they did with Kamala Harris. So it's settled. So we should hopefully we'll know something soon because it is finally settled. It settled a few days ago. So from there, they can either decide they're going to keep it or they're going to sell it. And then whoever they sell it to can decide they will continue on with Teen Mom or they will drop it. The ratings have not been great, so it is possible they could drop it. Now, if they don't, Mackenzie can always go back and file to have his child support if it's lowered, which it probably will be because he has proof that he has not been working on the show. However, here's the thing. Like they have other streams of income, I'm sure. Like they have the YouTube channel they launched. They have their Facebook page they just launched. And I can make a decent amount on Facebook when I'm not getting hit with like being suspended. You know what I'm saying? I can make a decent amount on Facebook between my 3 platforms. So if Ryan has a YouTube channel and a Facebook page where they are sharing like their life and his name is on it, she could also ask for evidence of his income there, right? So right now he's only claiming he's trying to say, the only income now is my job, my normal job, and this is how much I make. But if he's pulling in income from other places, like other platforms like Facebook, and him and Amanda just launched their Facebook page. They also have their YouTube channel, which I don't know if they post much on that YouTube channel, but they do seem to post. I'm sure his Facebook page is monetized. I think their new Facebook page is monetized. So that might be something that Mackenzie could say, like, hey, he also makes money on, social media. And then it could potentially be looked into, but whatever. That's just a thought that I had right there at the end. But she could always go back and have it adjusted if the show does return. If the show does come back on in a few months, she could say, hey, you know what? He's back on the show. His income has increased. I would like an adjustment. But right now, it was $1,553, I think they said. He started paying that in February, so a few months, and it will probably be lowered. I'm sure it will be lowered. But he is saying it off the basis that the show has been canceled. No official word that it's been canceled. But I do wish they would tell us. When Mackenzie was on my channel, she said that. She said, like, I want to be civil with them. Like, all I care about is my kids. If they are happy, like that's it. If they're safe. Remember Mac joining Ryan and calling Mackenzie names and making Macy into the bad guy. Do you think it's fair for Amanda to be similar? See, that tells me. So in my opinion, this is the reason why Ryan gets with women and he painted Macy out to be the bad guy for years. That's why Mackenzie really didn't care for Macy. That's why Dallas didn't really care for Macy. That's why Shelby didn't really care for Macy because he, oh, Macy's the bad one. She won't let me see Bentley. She's this, she's that. She lies. She got a restraining order on me for no reason because she's controlling. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Ryan had a court date with Macy, Mackenzie didn't go. No, you stay here. I got it. So Mackenzie wasn't really kept too much in the know of what was going on because Mackenzie stayed home. It was only what he told her and his parents told her. So he's doing the same thing to Amanda in regards to Mackenzie, I feel like. Yeah, she was definitely standing by her husband. I mean, yeah. It could be an inside joke with her and a friend, but everybody's going to turn it into it's about them, you know? I mean, now I'm like, can we finally say she's over Ryan? Are we Oh, Mackenzie's just sad that she can't have, the Ryan that Amanda has. And I'm like, do we really think she's sad? Do we really think she is, though? Because she dealt with abuse from this man. Her kids witnessed it. He destroyed her house multiple occasions. So, do we really feel like that's what it is? I'm sure there were times after they split that she mourned her marriage, that there were probably times that she wondered if she was done. But, she also knew like what she would be getting herself back into and the heartache that it would bring on if she went back to him. Yeah, I mean, they didn't even have the same bank account for a while. And there's just a lot of stuff that people don't know. Here's the thing, if Mackenzie's sleeping with a married man, I'm not gonna defend that, don't wanna defend it, can't defend it, would not defend it. I know that somebody's like, "How much is she paying you, Elle?" Why is that like what people go to? It's like if I have an opinion about somebody that's different than the majorities, it's like they're paying you. No, they're not. I just have an opinion that's different than somebody else's. I ain't getting paid for it. Why is it if my opinion is the same as y'all's, y'all not? It's not like who's paying us? Who's paying us to have these opinions, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's different, though, it's like all of a sudden somebody's paying you. No, I just have a different opinion because I went back and watched things. I've talked to her about things. So I have this is the opinion that I have. Yes, people also need to realize that Macy, Mackenzie, and even Amanda were and are with Ryan during different times in his lives. During, before, during, and even after his addiction, of course, things are going to be different. Exactly. But, anyways, you guys, so yeah, according to Ryan, the show is not filmed in quite some time. So he can go and request that his child support be adjusted. It probably will be adjusted. However, if the show picks back up, she can go request to have it adjusted again and have an increase. But if I was Mackenzie, I would just be like, hey, are we sure that's all your income? Because you have these social media pages, you have, the Facebook page that I don't, you know what? Let's see. I mean, if it's not monetized, it will be eventually, I mean, can't see the views on it because then I may have a better idea of like, okay, this has 2,000 likes on this video. So 758 likes. So the videos seem to be doing decent. So they're making some money on Facebook for sure. Yeah, but I can tell you, I will say, if I was a child and I grew up with a stepmom that I loved, but I grew up and then saw that she talked crap about my mom publicly, I would be like, never mind. I appreciate you for being nice to me, but you mocked my mom. You made friends with people that hated my mom. You publicly bashed my mom. So I would be like, never mind. Alicia says they can pay me. I'll spread whatever narrative they want me to. I don't exactly. I wouldn't be so stressed about my channels if all these people were paying me. No crap. I just hope neither one of our daughters wind up with someone like Ryan at 20 years old. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the show is canceled? Do you guys think that it'll be back on? I just think if it's canceled, can you guys tell us? Please let us know. Anyways, leave me your thoughts, like, share, subscribe. I am back up on Facebook, you guys. However, literally yesterday, Sean made me another Facebook. Shout out to my husband. He made me another Facebook. It's called Elle's Reality Rewind. I will get the link and put it in my description box. It's going to be a backup account. I will post on it. So you can follow both accounts if you want to. It's going to be, just in the event that if my main page gets canceled or something, I'll still have that. You guys can follow it. It's Elle's Reality Rewind. I will put it in the chat after I can find it. Sean has it. I don't even have it. But I told him yesterday, I said, watch you make this new page, and tomorrow I get access to my page again. Sure enough, on the way to my daughter's doctor's appointment, I got the notification. I was like, I told you, but I don't care. I'm happy. Ryan put Mac through so much at a young age, but to now let Amanda treat her like that is trash. Karma always spins its way back around. Yeah, I agree. Better to have it? Exactly. Exactly. Leave me your thoughts. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.